Mine's here with Hanson Chiropractic, and I'm here with Ron. Ron's the man. I've known him for a little while now, and fortunate enough to have been his chiropractor, take care of him. Here to just give you a little knowledge of the complexity of patients that we have here in the office, of the things that we all go through in life. We're all different, and Ron, you've led an interesting life. I know a little bit of your history, and tell us where you were, what you've done, and what brought you in here today.
Well, I grew up in Wyoming and spent most of my life there. I worked hard physical labor type jobs and stuff in construction and ranch work. Worked as a commercial carpenter for 25 years, but most of the time I got along fine, but I did push myself a little too far one night. I was splitting wood and ripped my trapezius, and back then they weren't doing all of the surgeries and so on that they do now. And the chiropractors there treated me for about 6 weeks, I think it was, until the insurance stopped paying. And it continually aggravated me more and more as years went on.
How many years ago was this?
I was 30, so that was, or 31.
2 or 3 years ago.
30. Yeah, that would have been 33 years worth.
Okay.
So at any rate, it continually got worse, and when I moved here to Washington about 1.5 years ago, I met Sterling at church, and I did something one day at work, I guess, that set off that muscle in my back again, and what happens is it would knot up and it would start pulling my body in all kinds of contorted positions, and it would continually get worse, causing, I'm not sure if they were migraine headaches, but severe headaches that I knew were caused by tight muscles in my neck and back and chest, and came in to have him work on me, and they wanted to do a big treatment plan. And they'd been approached about that before by other chiropractors, but I'd never felt comfortable with the idea, but this time I did. Once they started working on me, they suggested doing Graston treatments in that area of the scar tissue, and those did wonders for me. At that point, I have a lot of arthritis in both hands and wrists. My left hand was almost totally numb most of the time and tingling the rest of the time. And the first Graston treatment relieved me of that probably about 80%. And it continued to improve, and then we stopped doing those treatments, I guess, about 1 year ago, and I'm having a few more done now to touch things up, but I've done much better. I've had a lot more movement in both hands as a result of the treatments they've done as well. So I've been very pleased with them.
Thanks, Ron. Yeah, I mean, we looked at your x-rays, we saw there's postural abnormalities and really some degeneration of your neck and low back, and again, the life you've led and the wear and tear that you've had, it made sense. We really worked on not only just adjusting Ron, but really addressing the underlying need for care and his problems, which weren't necessarily his pain, but his problems were he shifted out of alignment. He had buildup of a lot of scar tissue in his hands and wrists from a lot of hard work. And Graston is instrument-assisted soft tissue mobilization. It helps break up adhesions and scar tissue from wear and tear, be it on the ranch or in the office. And fortunately enough, we were able to really get some mobility back into your hands so that you can keep doing what you do. We've been working on his back for that torn trapezius to help restore motion to his shoulders. And I mean, you mentioned you had headaches when you first started. How have those been going?
Oh, they've been relieved considerably. I used to have those headaches for probably 3 or 4 days out of the average week.
How are they now?
And now I have maybe 2 or 3 a month, sometimes not that many, depends on what I'm doing. If I'm working over my head, that seems to aggravate it. But
we're working on that too. So yeah, Ron, it's been a pleasure taking care of you. And if you have any of the symptoms or problems that Ron's discussed, we'd love to figure out if we might be the solution for your problems. Give us a call. This is again Dr. Sterling Kleins and Ron with Hanson Chiropractic. Have a great day.